Alright, so here we are, Die-Rise Remastered speedrun. So I haven't speedrun this map in a long time, so I don't honestly know the current strats to it. Maybe let's go and buy this. I know I'm going to go down there first and get the guns out of the locker, if it works. I haven't actually tested that to see if it works yet. But there's a couple things to actually note about Die-Rise Remastered pre-release beta right now. Number one, you have to subscribe to one of their Patreons to get early access to the beta version of this map. This, of course, is not the full released version just yet. And one of the things that are actually an issue when it comes to the speedrun, specifically, is the fact that there is no jumping jack rounds at the moment. They've not released it yet on at least the version that I'm currently on, which is obviously at the top left there. You can see 0.0.5, which is actually going to make our speedrun a little bit slower than it should be for Die-Rise. Is that going to end the round? No, okay. I thought that was going to end the round and I was going to get a decently quick round there. So at the moment we don't officially have like a release date for this map. They're still currently working on certain things. Like I said, the jumping jack rounds is one of them. And I'm not sure how much of what's currently in the map is going to change. No, I don't want to deposit. I want to actually get it out. Come on. Alright, we got Mule Kick, Pack-a-Punch. I'm actually trying to concentrate and go a bit faster than this. I may not be talking that much, but hey-ho. Don't know where these last zombies are. Oh, there we go. Oh, that actually wasn't too bad. Okay, fair enough. Let's grab this. How many parts do we need? One, and I think it's down here. Skirt, there it is. Let's grab the Sliquifier. Oh, we missed it. Okay. One might be our next way out of here. I used to love speedrunning this map just because you used to just sit in the elevator shaft. We'll actually go over to that spot in this game. Which jug as well. Let's go. That's actually really useful because there's no jumping jack rounds, we can't actually get free perks. And I think it works differently anyway. I think the meta for this game is going to be very different. Oh, I forgot the elevator key once again. Okay. I think when you kill the jumping jacks, I think they're supposed to give you perk slots rather than actual perks. So just running straight to the camping spot and just relying on getting perks is not going to be a thing. I don't think so. Where's the zombie? There we go. No, that's not it. Where else? There's only a certain set of spawn locations here. Should be a decently quick place to be. We've already got Jug. Is he over here? What? This is not good for a speed run. I might just have to run across and jump across. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to run across and jump. So he respawns over here. Yes, that's speed. I need that before I go camp. Did he spawn upstairs? Surely not. Okay. I'm just gonna go to the camping spot, to be honest. Okay, there we go. This is quite funny because you're supposed to be able to do all of that in under like 3 minutes in the actual BO2 speedrun. And they spawn below you, I believe, here. They do. Okay. So this is currently not even the meta anymore. Yeah, I think sitting here instead is going to be the new meta. I think when I was testing it earlier, if you stand in this area and not out here, they actually don't spawn from up there. We could just sit here and kill them the whole time. Now, if you've seen my other video of my first initial playthrough of Die-Rise Remastered early access beta, you'll know that I actually don't like the fact that this is a one window. Die-Rise was meant to be one of those maps where you can get a really high round and the wonder weapon's really overpowered, but it's supposed to be kind of a tight training map, but Treyarch went against that and ended up basically ruining the map by patching the Sliquifier. So you actually can't sit in these elevator shafts past like round 100, which is a disappointment. Not the sitting in the elevator shaft part, but the fact that instead of just adding in extra spawns to the zones, so most of them come from above you rather than, you know, coming from this window, they ended up just breaking the weapon that we all like. And I have to say it, the Sliquifier's got to be one of my favorite weapons of all time. The problem with being on this low of a round and using the Sliquifier is they don't come out quick enough for you to chain them. And because we're doing around 30 and around 50 speedrun here, we've actually got to be kind of conservative with our ammo because we don't actually have the jumper rounds at the moment in the pre-release beta. They will be in the main game. And I believe there's actually going to be 2 versions of the game. There's going to be like a remake and a remaster. So the remake, everything original to the original map. And I believe the remaster is going to be the original map plus extra stuff that they add in. And at the moment, I think the main thing is extra perks and weapons. I haven't actually researched too much about what the changes are that they're adding in from the original, but it looks good. And I can't wait till the map is actually fully complete and ready for full release. Make sure you head over to their Patreon, by the way, and subscribe to their Patreon if you want to play test this, just like I'm doing here. The only other option is just waiting for the map to release for free on the Steam Workshop. You can actually shoot them through the floor. That was so quick as well. Jeez. Will it kill them in the barrier? It kind of is. I know the new version of the Sliquifier, or well, the remastered version, is basically the same as the old pre-patched Sliquifier. So I believe sitting here when the spawns are fast enough, they drop new goo slip spots on the ground every like 10 to 20 zombies. And it is literally like you shoot one shot and it just does the whole round, which is very overpowered, which is why I want them to add in the extra spawns to the elevator shaft so that we're kind of forced to go up and train in the training spot. Remember on Black Ops 2, if you were quick enough and because of the jump arounds, which we don't get in the pre-release beta of this at the moment. It used to be possible to get to around 30 in about 30 minutes or less. Sometimes I think the world record actually for the round 30 speedruns like 26 minutes or something, like insanely fast. Treyarch really had a fantastic map here and just ruined it with like the after release patches, and it's disappointing, you know. Mob of the Dead was perfect in my opinion. There was some glitches and errors that they fixed, but other than that it was like perfect. Yeah, so you can see the chains are lasting a little bit longer now because they're spawning a bit quicker. I think by the time you get to about 20 or 25 they'll be spawning quick enough to maybe do the whole round in one shot. And this looks very overpowered here, where the slip spot actually spawns inside of the window here, and they don't actually barely even get a chance to come out the window before they die. It means this whole area is completely safe in here. Grab the carpenters so we can have no carpenters later on. Little tip for anyone in the future: most of the areas that you train on most maps will have 3 or 4 windows open, and if you close all the other windows on the map or just grab a carpenter and then you don't move into a different area, chances are you won't get any more carpenters. At the most, sometimes what you'll have to do is just rebuild a single barrier, like on the old BO1 maps like Ascension and Doris. You just have to board one barrier, don't leave the big training areas, and then when you pull for drops you don't get any more carpenters. I think I'll say this now, whether you agree with me or not, I don't care, but the Black Ops 2 HUD, like the numbers, the perk, the mechanics of the way that the game feels, of the way that the character's hands move around, I think this was peak. Like, this was peak Black Ops 2 zombies, or just Black Ops zombies in general. Now, I could be a bit biased. Definitely not because the only map I ever held a world record on for high round was Town. And definitely not because this was my first ever zombies game. But it's definitely the best. Nothing has beat it since. Now, I know not to get Black Ops 3 nukes. They slow down the spawns. Just a little tip for you. Sometimes custom map developers change it, so then they do spawn in straight away after a nuke, but Black Ops 3 in general on the normal maps, do not grab nukes. It's just not worth it. But I think on round 19 here, they're actually starting to chain for the whole round. Yeah, we're going on to round 20 now in less than 22 minutes. That's really good for a map without any dog rounds or jumper rounds. And it's only going to be a lot quicker than this when they do implement that. It'll probably be 18 minutes to round 20 if they implement the sort of jumpy Nova crawler rounds. Getting a little bit low on maxes here. I need a max ammo. I mean, there's an insta-kill. That works, I guess. Nope, it doesn't. I forgot I didn't have any ammo. I need an ammo. This is the only difficult part about playing pre-patched Die-Rise before they add in the jumping jack rounds. You can't get guaranteed max ammo. You just have to rely on the zombies dropping you one. Oh, I actually think it is quicker to do this on these, because BO3 Death Machine actually works. Just shoot the spawn so they don't even get a chance to drop down. Yeah, look at that. This is actually quicker than using the Sliquifier. Oh, why did I just trade it out? That was a bad decision. It was the end of the round anyway. I could have ended the round. I'm gonna need a max ammo here. I'm running low. I've got like less than half my ammo left. Ah, just as you ask, you get one. I've just realized I haven't actually upgraded the Sliquifier. I don't even know if there's any difference in like the amount of time it takes to kill them when you upgrade it. I know you get an extra 10 bullets, and I know it's called the Grimace gun when you upgrade it, but I don't know if it has any extra abilities. I love how bright the purple is, by the way. That's such a good move. Making it just like super vibrantly purple. Great move from the devs. Oh, Death Machine. I actually want to try this. And do it here. No, is it not doing it through the floor? Are they spawning in too quickly for that now? I think so. Oh no, I think I've got it. Couple slipping down. See, I love this map for how fast it is when you're down here, but it just seems like a waste of a map Because if you want to be at all competitive in terms of high rounds, you have to sit down an elevator shaft, which kind of goes against the sort of meta of zombies anyway. You know, you want to be training around, running between traps or hoarding them up and shooting them. God, I've literally only had to shoot like one shot. This is going to be the meta. Just sitting here, just shooting one shot per round. It's just, oh, it's ridiculous. See, when it was like this, it was too easy, you know? I mean, this is why everyone loved this map, because it was so easy. All it needed to become like a somewhat difficult map, maybe not difficult, but just not an easy map, would be to fix the spawn zones. You know, I can sit here right now and my hands are not even on the keyboard and mouse because I know that every like 5 to 10 zombies, they're dropping a new like goo thing on the floor that they're slipping on, and they're not coming from any other part of the map. I believe there's a max ammo in there. Grab that. 26 and 28 minutes. Now, I'm definitely no, like, you know, world record level speedrunner by any means, but I believe with the Nova Crawler rounds, I was able to get, like, only just a sub 30 minute 30 on Die Rise, the original version of Die Rise. But that's just what, you know, having the jumping jack rounds do. They basically give you a skip round that's half the amount of time as an original zombie round. Now, for a round 30 run, it probably doesn't make too much of a difference, maybe 2 or 3 minutes or something, but for around 50 speed run, having those jumping jack rounds is going to mean a lot. I mean, that's going to save you probably 10 or 15 minutes, and you can probably see to like around 100 speed run, it's probably going to save you like a good 20-30 minute not having or having those jumping jack rounds. So I'm probably going to get like a 33 minute 30 here, or a 34. Ah, the nuke spawned at the same time as the max. I just had a max though, so I don't really need it. Interesting to see how like quick the rounds are with the BO3 spawn rates once you get past like 50, 60. But I think BO2 spawn rates were probably feeling quite similar to round like what we are now on like round 28, maybe like round 35 to 40 in terms of like comparing it to BO3. BO3 definitely has faster spawn rates than BO2. There we are, one more round, so looks like we're going to get a 33 minute 30 here. Be interesting to see if we can actually, if it's even possible to get below an hour to 50. I think the 50 speedrun for the BO2 version of this map is around like a 50 minute 50 or below 50 minute 50, I believe. I could be wrong, I'm not 100% sure, but be interesting to see how much effect the well, this one window spot for first, and then also the fact that we don't have the jumping jack rounds. I think at about 30 minutes I was only on like round 20 during my playtesting for the first time playing this map. There we go. Sub 34 minute. Boom. 33 minutes and 40 seconds. We can easily shove another like 3 or 4 minutes off of that. So I think I can get a sub 30 minute 30 when we have jumping jack. And I think even if I did constant restarts on this to have like a really fast setup, I might be able to get like a 32 or a 31 minute 30 without the jumping jack. I did forget to get Who's Who though. But considering this is a speed run, I think I'm probably going to quit if I die before 50. So if we get to 50 and we can see the 50 time, what I might do is continue into the 60s and the 70s to sort of see how quick this strategy is. There's actually a zombie calculator on ZWR, on the Zombie World Records site, and if you put in Black Ops 3 and then you put in your current round and the amount of time it took, it tells you how many seconds per horde the strategy is, and you can compare it to sort of other different strategies. I believe the strategy like another floor down where there's 2 windows, I think that's slower than this, because I think this was the fastest one, but then Treyarch actually ended up patching this spot by making them spawn above and they dropped down and came from this way. And they also patched this camping strat by making the zombies no longer drop the goo spots, but it looks like they're keeping that in the remastered version, which I really like. I do kind of see why Treyarch got rid of it though, because sitting here literally is like anybody can do this to get to around 100, you know? Oh, there's another max ammo. I'm gonna grab that. Oh, I don't even need it. I've already got max. I wonder what effect the insta-kill's gonna have on them. Doesn't look like it's really having an effect at all. I could literally leave this for an entire round and I wouldn't die. I might even test it. I might genuinely then, like on round 34, shoot them, make sure they're chaining for like a couple seconds, and then go and get my phone because I've left it in the other room. Alright, I've got the chain going. I'm going to get my phone. Wish me luck. Well, I'm back. And surprise, surprise, I didn't die. I can kind of see why I want them to add extra spawn zones in. I literally wasn't even clicked into the game that whole round. It's too easy, man. I just shoot my one shot and then I just tab out and do something on my other monitor. I guess technically you don't have to play the map like this. You could like just voluntarily choose to go and make it harder for yourself and train in the harder areas, but why? Like, why would you play the harder strat when this is so easy? Oh, there we go. Round 40 in under 47 minutes. I was about to click back into the game so I can shoot. Alright, there we go. About 5 seconds of action there, and then I can tab back. Oh, okay, no, okay. There we go. 5 seconds of action, and I can tab back out. Double max ammo, bro. What? Drop cycle be crazy. Not that it matters, because I can complete like 10 rounds with less than 20 bullets. I will say the one thing is that when the Sliquifier used to work like this, and you used to be able to sit in this one window spot, and every 10 or 20 zombies they would drop a new slip patch, so they just never come out, just how it's working right now. It used to work exactly like this when Die Rise first released, originally for BO2. And I remember people getting to like around 130, 140 plus, just here in the elevator shaft, and they didn't even need to touch the controller the whole time. I missed that. I missed the strategy, I missed the pre-update, I missed it all, so I didn't get to do this. I was still sort of getting used to the map when that mechanic was still a thing, and by the time I even discovered the elevator shaft and the camping strategies, they ended up having an update which obviously fixed it, and they sort of came from up there and you couldn't really sit here easily anymore. So I never got to experience the crazy high rounds on Die Rise. I think my best is like 102 or something, but obviously the gun breaks at like 102, so then I completely failed the trample steam strategy. Of course, once the gun breaks, the only way to kill them is with the trample steam. This is going to be one of the easiest round 50 videos I've done. I'm going to be on round 50 in the next like 5 minutes. I might actually get a sub 1 hour 50 here, even though we don't have the jumping jack round. I think it's just because the BO3 spawns are so quick. Oh look, I've only used 3 shots. Let me grab the max ammo. Oh, double points. Yeah, let me grab that. 3,500 kills. Wow. God, the Sliquifier really was the most overpowered wonder weapon ever. Like pre-pat. I couldn't imagine just having a Black Ops 2 live stream back then, because I didn't used to live stream that much back then. I was a really small creator. I had basically no followers. But I can imagine all the sort of big people back in the day, like King Jack or Zeus Cannons, you know, coming over to BO2 and just sitting in the elevator shaft until they got around like 200. Most of them are getting errors, I think, in sort of the mid 100s, like 130, 140. But damn, pre-patch Die Rise. That was where it was at, man. It was so good. Holy crap, round 49. We only got one more round until 50. It's actually going to be a 1 hour 50. Like 1 hour, 1 minute, maybe. This is crazy. That's it. That's it. We did it, boys. That final shot, that's taking us to 50. It's so overpowered. But this is kind of why people loved this map so much when it released. Like, this is what Zombies is meant to be. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be overpowered. It's meant to be ridiculous. And then, yeah, you can make other maps where it's just not overpowered and ridiculous. And they did that with Town and Farm and Mob of the Dead, which is not overpowered at all. You know, there's no insta-kill wonder weapon on Mob of the Dead. And it's actually a fairly difficult map if you take away the down system. So we're going to be on round 50 here. There we go. Round 50. Under 1 hour, 1 minute. Wow, okay. I think that'll do for today's video. I'm going to continue this game. I'm going to see if we can get to 100. Oh, connection interrupted. No way. No way are we losing the game on round 95. Oh no, I think it's done, boys. Well, I can't click back into the game. What a sad ending. Thank you guys for watching. I guess I'll see you later.